So if people want to work with you, Peter, how do they do so?
Yeah, sure. You can go to my website, swiftpresssupport.com. So that's swiftpresssupport.com. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but if you go there, you'll see the navigation. And also on the homepage, it says book a call. I'd love to chat with you for 15, 20 minutes, learn more about your project. And then I could give you a quote. There's also pricing on the website, but sometimes you might need something custom, or you might need to pick my brain, ask a few questions. So I'm always available to answer questions, and you can book a free call on my website.
Ah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. Landing pages. That's one of the things that I'm currently playing around with. I see that you design those as well. What is some of, I know we see landing pages all the time, um, and they're designed to attract. So what are some of the main things that need to be in the landing page for
Sure.
attraction?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question, Ida. So the number one most important thing on your landing page, which people might not think that this is the case, is the headline. All right, the headline is the single most important thing because it will be read. People will absolutely read it, and that's the very first thing. So what it is? So you might think like, oh, you know what? I got this. Like I already know what my customers want, and so you come up with something, and then you go ahead and you create the landing page, and maybe you have somebody who creates advertising for you. So you send traffic to that page, and then it's crickets. You know what? You get nothing. Nobody signs up for anything, or it's very, very small amount. And you're like, what happened? Like I built this beautiful landing page, and nobody signed up for it, or very few people did. And the problem is either with the headline, or it could be with the way that you're positioning your offer. So that's why we always recommend that when it comes to landing pages, that you can create multiple versions, and you can do what's called A/B testing. And A/B testing is basically when when you're creating ads and you send them to a web page, and you're basically sending pages, you're sending traffic to version number 1, version number 2, version number 3, and version number 4. And basically in all 4 versions, you want them to have to be exactly the same, except with one change only across all 4 of them. And the reason why you only choose to do one change is because you want to be kind of like a data scientist. And if you remember back in school, they always told you that, hey, when you do an experiment, you're going to have one variable in your experiment, right?
Mhm.
So that's the same thing that you want to do when you're experimenting here, just to have one variable. So the very first thing that you want to do is test out the different headlines. And then after that, when you send traffic, your web expert or your advertising expert, or maybe if you're doing it yourself, you would be able to send traffic to all 4 different pages that have just a different headline. And then you'll be able to see, hey, which one caused the most clicks? Which one caused for people to scroll down the page a little bit further down the road? And that's going to be your winner. Then that is the winner for the headlines. And then you want to move to the next test, in which you want to then maybe test out the images. And then you're going to do 4 different pages. And then again, you want to have different images, and then you're going to have with the winning headline, and now you're only testing for the different images, and so forth, and you go down that list until you have the perfect landing page. It sounds like a lot, but it's so worth it, because once you do that, then you can scale your ads, and it's very lucrative and very profitable.
Wow.